Hello everyone, I decided I'm just going to do a stream today because I don't really have anything else to do. Alright. I'm going to probably wait for some people to get on here first, of course. It looks like everything's working. I'm going to bring out my iPad just so I can monitor everything because it's good to have an outside monitor thing for this kind of thing. Just to make sure, like, if someone were watching, that they actually see what I think they're seeing. So if I need to fix anything, I can. Alright, let's see. If someone were watching, that they actually see what I think they're seeing. So if I need to... Okay, that's good. That's good. It's really good. Alright. Well, I'm gonna wait for a few people to join. I'll be right back. Stay put. Come on. Okay. Make sure to tell Mom to be quiet since I'm streaming. Alright. So, let's see, is anyone on here yet? I'm thinking about maybe doing a Minecraft live stream, but obviously I can't go full screen because, well, reasons. Let's see, make sure. Okay. Alright. It does not seem like anyone has joined yet. That's okay. I'm probably going to do reaction stuff. I've seen Prince Charming. Prince Charming is one of my favorite reaction YouTubers, and he's done something like this, especially for like when he reached a certain amount of subscribers, but I kind of have no idea if I can do the same. Most of my subscribers probably just subscribe because, you know, they like one or two kinds of videos. I don't know if they're going to actually show up for a stream. They might be busy or in a different time zone altogether. Like, I mean, I probably shouldn't be doing a stream on a Tuesday, but whatever. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Let's take a look at a few things. Let's see, any comments? No. Let's see if some videos got any more views. And last time I checked, let's see. This one got quite a lot of views. What else? These all got not very many views, which I'm actually kind of grateful for because some of these were kind of crap. You know, especially this one. This one sucked. hey, I post it anyways because I feel like people should know where I started out from, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Really proud of this one. This one sounds really good. I'll actually play it. Why are you selecting the show? Okay, let's see, what else do we have? I don't know, I might do a Minecraft live stream, but I'm not sure if I should. I don't know. What I really need is a table, because I currently have this thing on top of my piano keyboard, which is not the smartest thing to do. So I'm being, like, really careful right now. Obviously, it's not sliding, which is good. I made sure to test and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Don't want my computer to just fall on the ground. But I also got to make sure I'm not, like, breaking my, electric piano or anything. I need to get a table because this is ridiculous. Let's see. Some people say I have a resting bitch face. I don't know if I do. Like, tell me in the comments if I do. Not that I would know what that looks like, but, I completely forgot what I was going to do. Okay, so I was looking at the mashup, and then... Oh, right, I was going to test out some of the summary thing, the AI summary or whatnot. Okay. Cool, we're going to test it on this video. I'm going to see what this one says. Should be funny. Okay, let's see. Ask questions. Summarize the video. Ratchet and Donkey? What? I'm actually confused. What? Okay. Yeah, I don't think the AI knows what the hell is happening in this video. Like in some of the, I don't think they know what the hell's happening in this video. Now I gotta see what I haven't checked what it says for this one. I really am curious to see what it says about this one. I'm gonna pull this out for a second. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I gotta try. Oh, that's not a very good position at all. Yeah, this is not very optimal. But it feels better than standing up, so gotta get that. Why do I still have that mattress? Why do I? That mattress is useless. It's just sitting there. It like if I'm gonna do streams like this is not a good look. It's not a good look. I gotta ask my papa to get rid of that mattress because we've been like holding off on that. I gotta get rid of that mattress. I mean, come on. Okay, let's see. We're going to ask questions, summarize the video, see what it says. This video outlines a cinematic universe timeline for the Just Animation's Friends series, showcasing how various films and shows cross over, covers events ranging from Shrek to My Little Pony Equestria Girls. Okay, let's see. Is this accurate? I mean, it's pretty much just I can tell that half the time the AI summary usually uses like half the time it uses like the actual description of the video to help with this. So sometimes it's more accurate, sometimes it's less accurate. It just depends on if you put a lot about the video in the description. Okay, Shrek 2001 to My Little Pony Equestria Girls 2020 to 2022, and the original JAF episodes. Okay, timeline highlights. January 2001. Events of the original Shrek movie take place. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how funny this video was. This one here, Dave in Robotics class. I mean, I might as well, if I'm doing a live stream, I might as well dive into some of the lore, I guess. Because, I mean, I'm already here, so. And people are probably going to watch this video and not know what the hell's going on anyways, so might as well, you know. This took a lot of digging, by the way, to find out how some of these could realistically fit. So there's this, I found this whole timeline thing that was like based on like all the stuff they could find on the original movies and stuff. And apparently they have like a timeline for the Shrek films. And apparently Shrek was born on the 24th. It doesn't have to be true because I'm going to use it for my lore anyways. My cinematic universe, I can do whatever the hell I want. As long as I have an actual birthday that makes sense. So technically Shrek in Joseph Animation's Friends is like 50. Can you imagine that? A 50-year-old ogre, a 50-year-old man going around yelling, "Oh, donkey," and acting stupid. Man, that's one hell of a sight. But anyways, Shrek movie, January. How Shrek was broken 10 years after, in February. And then I had the Equestria Girls films take place in 2020, 2021. So that Sunset Shimmer and the others are in the same grade as Emma. I feel like it would make a lot of sense for it to be that way. You know, it just kind of fits better. Let's see. Yeah. Actually, never mind. There's not a lot to actually talk about here. Whatever. I guess maybe I could. I don't usually check up on. I do not want to click on that. I feel like that'd be a really bad idea. Was I gonna do create a paradox and then a DeLorean's gonna fly out and run over me or some crap? Okay, anyways, I guess I could show off some of the other channels. Caleb Rallytail, yeah, I gave some of my characters channels. Pretty simple stuff except for this one and this one.
Hey Caleb, what's up, my man?
Hey. Stuff like that. We got a few shorts. This is when I realized how bad, dude, the YouTube's thing for phones is so bad. Like they have a reaction option, but then it doesn't record sound. Isn't that kind of stupid? I think it's stupid that it does that. What? Whoops. Damn it. That's bullshit.
Hey, Jay! What's the big deal?
That's the 5th time this week
week I've caught you sleeping in my trees, Rainbow Dash. You have that massive cloud mansion floating above Ponyville somewhere. Why don't you go nap there? What'd you do? Lose it?
Hey, that only happened 20 times since moving to Ponyville. Cloud houses are mobile homes, so figuring out where your house is at the end of the day is half the fun.
How have Pegasi survived natural selection?
Besides, I can't go back for another 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, didn't you know? I turned my house into an Airbnb. And it's booked up.
To who?
What? I'm allowed a vacation.
Huh. Yo, what in the actual... Okay, what is this? Okay, this can't... Not all of these can be people I'm subscribed to. That's... Why am I still subscribed to Steak? Every video I've seen is brain rot. Okay, we're just gonna... I have no idea why I'm subscribed to some of these people, because they're making, like, brain rot crap. Maybe if I could actually see all the channels I'm... That would be cool. Let's see. New activity. Of course, it's going to suddenly take like 3 hours to load because that's what it does. Like, what is going on right now, bro? Might as well watch some of this. Okay, let's check this out.
Pro Cheerleague gets better and better every
Bro,
single match.
are you being for real right now? Or are you being dead ass?
Growth doesn't happen alone. But in business,
2016. I genuinely cannot believe it's already been 10 years. I've never felt more like an unk in my entire life. It feels like maybe 7 years ago, but 10 is crazy. And since it's been 10 years, many people are now talking about 2016 nostalgia all over the internet, including TikTok, Instagram, hell, even the Facebook moms are getting into it. Okay, I don't know about...
How old was I in 2016? Like, I was like 9 or 10. Holy crap. I was probably 10. But yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a really long time ago. Holy crap.
About that, but you get my point. Now, along with nostalgia, many people are predicting that since it's been 10 years, 2026 will be the new 2016. Even games like Fortnite and Angry Birds are saying this shit, apparently. That's how mainstream this quote has gone. Now, I don't think 2026 will be the new 2016, but there's definitely going to be some notable things about 2026 for sure. Like GTA 6 will be dropping. At least I think it will.
Yeah,
but honestly though,
hopefully,
2016 wasn't all sunshine and rainbows either. I think a lot of people said when they were actually living through 2016, they said it was complete buns. But after looking back on it, there were some heat things about 2016. I can't even lie. But today we're going to be going over the greatest things of 2016, and we're going to see how it compares to what we have coming in 2026. So we got to start with social media. And a lot of people are like, ah, take me back to the days. You know what, man? I'm good. I'll take 2026 this time. Everybody was raving over Snapchat filters. There was Musical.ly, Instagram. You just can't recreate it, bro. You had to be there. And since Snapchat and Instagram brought back their popular filters from 2016, everyone's been using them again in videos talking about 2016. And now these filters were global, bro. Everybody was using them. Instagram had this filter called Rio de Janeiro. I must have butchered that. There's no way. And this filter just speaks 2016 to people. People would describe using this filter on a summer day, the average day in 2016. And then there was Musical.ly. Yeah, I don't even want to think about Musically. I deadass was firing up Musically dances. And that's why, honestly, I prefer 2026 for social media.
I'm not gonna understand all these because I wasn't really on like social media per se in 2016. I was mainly like watching just, I was 10. Would you expect?
Do like this era of reaction images, bro. This is great. You can literally open up any comment section on TikTok. It is full of reaction images. And in 2015, we saw the birth of like really short form content like Vine, and then there was Musically. And now short form content is mostly what we consume now. There's a lot of people out there that just don't even bother with long form anymore. And another thing that I would prefer 2026 for again is memes. Like, to be honest with you, dog, we do not need these 2016 memes back.
I actually tried that. I tried to use the old memes and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Like I had downloaded these older memes onto my iPad. Like I'm being for real right now, and they're just sitting in my camera roll. I haven't used them once. I was hoping maybe the meme reset would have worked, but I don't think it did. It kind of didn't.
Really tried to bring them back at the beginning of the year with the quote, great meme reset. That's why you just can't recreate a year. You got to just appreciate the year, be happy that it happened, and move forward from it. Like, you can make new things to, I guess, kind of replicate the same feeling, but there's no way you could just bring back these old memes and force yourself to laugh at them again. Some of the most iconic memes from the year included Squidward dabbing, the MLG memes, Sanic, Dat Boy. All right,
I'm gonna be for real. Every time I've seen, even back in 2016 when I first saw the MLG thing, just like 100 overlays and GIFs and stuff, I never understood it. I thought it was dumb then, and I kind of think it's a little bit cringe and weird. Like, I never really fully understood what the appeal was to that. Like, it's some kid screaming in his mic, and then there's just, like, hundreds of overlays that are, like, all rainbow-colored and stuff. I never understood that.
Keep these, dog. Like, for its time, I mean, I was in middle school, so, of course, I was laughing my ass off at these. But 10 years later, there's no way I'm laughing at these. Now, 2026, I guess the most popular...
I mean, that's kind of like trying to tell a joke from, like, 1957 to someone that, like, no one's... It's not gonna work, you know what I mean?
Memes so far this year. This shit's called City Boy or something like that. It's supposed to be an ironic meme since somebody dead ass used this in a 2022 edit and thought it was so tough. So it went viral and it just took the internet by storm. There was also this shit called I Got Hella Money. Okay, this was just ass. But now we gotta talk about 2016 slang. Now, some of these words are still used today. Like, I hear people say bruh all the time. Occasionally, I'll hear lit, but I've not heard the words fam and savage in years. It was crazy how mainstream these words were. Like, my parents were really asking me what these meant. Literally, everybody with some kind of influence were using these words. Now, so far in 2020...
Oh my gosh. Does anyone else remember that time when there was these like videos back in 2016, 2017 of like the savage SpongeBob moments and stuff where they would, or like SpongeBob savage roasts and stuff, and then they'd show like SpongeBob saying something to someone else, and then they're like, oh, and stuff. Dude, I remember that. I remember seeing those as a kid. Oh my gosh.
6, we got chud. I think it's a term for like a greaseball loser or something. I don't know. And apparently the word LARPing is becoming a popular slang word. It's just another word for performative, pretty much. Now we got sports. Now this 2016 sports era was crazy. Everybody was glazing the Warriors just for them to blow a 3-1 lead in the finals. Like, there were so many people walking around with a Warriors jersey on. And then we had the Broncos versus the Panthers for the Super Bowl, which honestly I thought was a pretty good game. I was expecting the Broncos to win, to be honest, but this year we got the Patriots back in the Super Bowl, man. This shit is gonna be crazy. It might get
Here's the thing though. I don't really fuck with sports. I don't really understand sports that well. Like, I'm not one of those people that like roots for a team and it's like, come on. Like, I don't really get into it, you know what I mean? It's just not the kind of thing I find entertaining. But that's just me. I'm not saying I have a problem with sports. I'm just saying that I don't really, I don't really care, you know what I mean? I never really understood sports. So I know like absolutely nothing about sports. The only sports I know of are like motorsport, and that's it. I don't really root for a team. I just like, yay, car go fast, yay. That's pretty much it.
And a little
You know?
wicked because it's the Seahawks, but I don't know, man. I'm calling the Patriots are going to win. I could be wrong, but we'll see. And then there was one of the greatest games of all time to drop.
Sure
Pokemon Go. Now, I genuinely feel like an unk glazing the 80s right now, but dude, this game had everybody in a chokehold. A lot of my summer that year was
Oh my gosh, I remember that. There was always these news reports of people like jumping off bridges and getting hit by cars because they needed to get their Pokemon so badly. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap. My mama actually started doing this using this app to like get paid for playing some games, and she started playing Pokemon Go. And she wanted me to pull over, like go all the way out of my way. Like, I'm trying to drive her from, like, she does, like, a treatment to help with, like, her stress or her anxiety or something. She has to take, like, a medicine, and I have to be her driver because she can't drive when she's on these medicine that the doctor gives her, okay? And, like, she would tell me to go all the way out of my way to go get a Pokemon. I'm like, okay, as long as you're not doing the stuff that people did when this game was popular, then we're fine. Because I remember all the time there was news reports of people doing the most absurd crap. They're like, oh my gosh, there's a Pokemon. Wait, why am I in the middle of the ocean?
spent walking around catching Pokemon. Everywhere I went, I had Pokemon Go on. The stupidest thing I've done for Pokemon Go was put my fucking phone on the ceiling fan just to get steps for my eggs or whatever. I really did all that just to hatch some eggs. That's crazy. Now, in my 2026 predictions video, I did predict that a mobile game could get revived, and I said Pokemon Go as a candidate. It could happen, maybe. I feel like one reason why people stopped playing Pokemon Go is because all you would see were Pidgeys and Rattatas. That was it. I lived in the middle of nowhere with
I know
no
nothing
spawns.
about Pokemon.
So I had to beg
though.
my parents to drive me 30 minutes just to get some heat. And now, speaking of apps, we got to talk about the technology of 2016. There was these things called hoverboards.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. Here's the funny thing though. They existed even in 2015 and they don't hover. You know, like in Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, they predicted that there would be actual hoverboards, like it levitates off the ground type shit. Never got those. Like, yeah, it's a hoverboard. Oh, throws it into a lake. It looks like it doesn't hover. Like, dude, it was like, but it was cool in like a stupid way. Like, everybody wanted these. I remember that. Everyone wanted one. And like, I was too scared to ride. Like, one of my neighbors, she had one. And she like wanted to let me try it. And I was too scared. I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, I remember
Everyone
these.
wanted them, but they were so ass. Like, the controls of them.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. People were like, there were like news reports saying that they were like catching on fire and crap. I remember that.
Terrible. There were so many times where I'd see videos of people trying to use one and they just fall off them right away. And I really wanted one of these so bad. But after a couple months, this thing would have just sat in my closet and collected dust. The latest iPhone at the time was the iPhone 7, which I also wanted. And in 10 years, the amount of technology that has been invented is crazy. Now we have self-driving cars, robots walking around on the street with us. AI has evolved so much in the past 3 years.
Yeah, and it's
of course,
terrifying.
we got the iPhone 17. And when you look back at the camera quality of the iPhone 2016 versus now, the difference is insane. Now, of course, speaking of videos,
Back in my day, back in my day, we didn't have these clankers. Back in my day, we didn't have clankers roaming the streets and making these AI generated videos. Back in my day, people actually had talent.
YouTube. At the time, there were so many iconic YouTubers. The vlogging era was huge. Commentary videos were huge. I used to watch like Logan Paul, FaZe Rug, Rice Gum, SML, Grade A Under A, Leafy.
Oh yeah, SML, dude. SML was when they were in their peak, not gonna lie. 2016 and 2017 era of SML is what I really grew up with. Like, that's when I really got into it, right? Like that's when I discovered it. My friend actually showed that to me, and like, dude, I loved it. But then the new SML, that shit's ass, bro. Like, that shit is ass. It's like I miss the old SML. Those videos were good. I mean, all they had to do to avoid getting sued by Nintendo is just put like a disclaimer at the beginning. Like, be like, hey, this shit ain't for kids. And we don't own the characters. We're not saying Mario acts this way. We're just making a funny video. And if they did that, there wouldn't be any problems. That's why there's re-uploaded videos. Because they actually put the disclaimers. Like, it's not that hard. But man, the internet 2016 was different. Like, I remember seeing some really weird stuff, like the Dolan stuff and all of that. And then Donald Trump became president for the first time, of course. I don't really know how I feel about him being president again. But dude, I remember how many memes. The most common meme I'd actually find funny was the build a wall meme. I'm going to build a wall. It's going to be massive. That's just me doing it. But I remember those memes. We need to build a wall. It turns it into like a dubstep song or something. Like, I remember those were everywhere. All the time. There are some things, though, that I probably shouldn't have seen on the internet. Let's be real. That was not a good place for a 10-year-old me. But it's what I grew up with.
And the odd ones out. I was steady binging their videos every day. There was also like
Are we being true right now?
Insane. I can't see.
I hate ads so much. In case you guys didn't know, I really hate advertisements.
insane crossovers.
In case you guys didn't know, I really hate advertisements. Like, really hate advertisements. There's a special place in my heart for me to hate advertisements. Like, dude, this is why I should get hired for advertising, because whenever I'm doing it, maybe it won't be so ass. You know what I mean?
Where people were beefing with each other, like you had Rice Gum and iDubbbz beef. Even Jake Paul and Logan Paul had fake beef. But this shit really had younger me on the edge of my seat. I really wanted to see what was gonna happen next. And now as for YouTube in 2026, we got me. All right, I'm not going to sit here and glaze myself. There's so many people I watch in 2026. The amount of time I spend on YouTube is nuts. But I feel like YouTube is more niched down than ever. I feel that the 2016 era was so mainstream, everybody knew about it. Or most people did, at least. There's so many different niches on YouTube, so everybody's watching something different. And one of the biggest things to come out in 2016 that I spent so many hours doing, bottle flipping. This is not a 2016 video without bottle flipping. You couldn't go.
Yeah, I remember that, dude. I remember everyone was trying to do the bottle flip, and it, like, they even made, there was even videos talking about the science behind it, and everyone was trying to do it. Everyone was trying to empty their bottle just enough. Some people would bring water bottles to school just so they could do a bottle flip. That's the only reason they brought a water bottle. They'd fill it only, like, a little bit of the way and sit there in class just doing a bottle flip the entire day. Dude, I remember that. I remember that so much. Oh, that was such a cool...
Go on any social media platform without seeing bottle flipping. This shit was everywhere. It was on the news, and it was so widespread that my school even banned bottle flipping at lunchtime. That shit just fried me, bro.
Yeah.
I genuinely could not believe that. So we resorted to flipping bottle caps instead. And YouTube was pushing bottle flipping videos like crazy back then. Jack Doherty made bottle flipping videos, and I was invested. And there were trick shots and all kinds of other shit that you could do with bottles. So I'd literally just sit outside with my friends and just flip bottles.
I feel like water bottle sales must have been at an all-time high. Like, the companies that sold water bottles in 2016 must have been like, man, look at all this cash, yeah! Like, dude, like, think about how much water bottles were glazed back then. Oh my gosh.
For hours. I didn't go that crazy with it, but there was definitely some heat trick shots that I landed. And there was even a mobile game where you would just flip bottles.
I've gotten tons of ads
like
for
this shit was
way.
genuinely bigger than 6-7 in 2025. Now in 2026,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, don't hate me in the comments. I'm not laughing because of the meme. I'm laughing because every time someone does this, it's so stupid. And that caught me off guard. That caught me off guard. It's just so dumb. Dude, a kid said 6'7" as a reference to a rap song, and then the other kid next to him did this. And now the whole internet's like, like, come on, guys. Is this really what you find funny? I only find it funny because it's stupid. I don't think the meme itself is a funny meme. It's a number. Chill.
We got nothing like this yet.
Like,
At least I don't think
dude.
so. But I'm predicting that something like this will happen this year. I'm adding that to my predictions. There will be a similar trend like this that takes the world by storm. And something that we can definitely keep in 2.6 is the music. There's definitely some good artists out there now, but man, 2016.
2014, or not 2014, 2024. Let's be real, like, I remember when KSI's Thick of It first came out. What was it? It was like, I was still in my work program, so I was working around fire trucks, police cars, taking the badges off of police cars that didn't need the badge, putting badges onto police cars that needed the badges, cleaning trucks, cleaning up all that kind of stuff, right? And I remember me and my friend that was there, what was his name, Daniel or something, we would like joke around about how ass sick, how ass his song is. We make jokes like, oh my gosh, KSI's Thick of It so bad that when this and that heard it, then they do this and that and like leave Earth or something. Like we'd make jokes like that. It was like, dude, I remember that was the song. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. I'm assuming people are using it ironically, but I remember it was like, had to at least be like November or December. It was like November, December when that song came out or something like that. I can't really remember, but it was everywhere. The only song I actually liked that I heard back then, though, I actually have a badge for this on my YouTube channel. I listened to DJO's song End of Beginning. That is like one of my favorite songs. And it's not even from 2024, it's from 2022. I swear it sounds like a song from like the 70s or the 80s, and I just love it so much. Sometimes I just come back to it, I'm like, this is perfection. Dude, my life felt so amazing right then. Like that was a good part of my life. That's whenever I came out with, when I was in my workforce program. 2024 was a good year for me, I'd say. That's whenever I like made the first started with the 2160 stuff, like the remade theme and all that. But like that was a good song, but KSI Sick of It, no. But there were some good songs though. There were some good songs, I will say. And of course, every decade's got its own songs that are good and their own songs that are bad. KSI Sick of It, dude, some of those lyrics, like, I didn't understand why people were hating on it as much as they did, but I will admit some of those lyrics are kind of ass. Like, come on. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Like, shut up. This shit is not tough, KSI. Crown, where's my bling? What are you, Starscream? What are you, G1 Starscream? Ah, yes, I look so good with this crown. Oh, yes, that's my bling. Like, dude, and I don't understand. What I don't understand is like they would like everyone would be using his song in their videos, and they like if it's so bad of a song, then why do you use it? You know what I mean? But yeah, 2026. I mean, there's a lot of good music I listen to right now. There's a lot of good music out there. So.
This was a generational era for rap. The greatest freestyle of all time dropped, and everybody was talking about it. And this was the start of the SoundCloud era. And eventually, the SoundCloud era, you had artists like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, Cardi, Lil Pump.
When did I start listening to music on my phone? I remember listening to music all the way back in like, I don't know, 2016 maybe, 2017. I remember like my sister used to do twirling stuff, like baton twirling. She would, have her sometimes we'd have to go a few states across. So, long car trips, I would listen to music in the car. What kind of songs did I listen to? I remember back then I didn't really listen to a lot of different songs. I remember listening to that song by Halsey, Halsey's Without Me, and songs like that. What else did I listen to? Sean, I forgot how to say his last name. And he made Stitches. I listened to that. I remember my mother actually showed that song to me in like when it first came out. When was that? 2014, 2015, 2016, something like that. Like I remember all of those songs, and I won't lie, I feel like those are some pretty good songs, There's some pretty good songs.
X21, Trippy, Juice WRLD, the list goes on. I think
They're
it went
fun
from
to
like
listen to.
2016 to 2019, and all these rappers are huge now. But not only that, there was a lot of good music coming out in general. Like Let Me Love You is the 2016 anthem.
Oh, yeah,
Now
that
2026, I'm still
Let
finding
me
some good
love
songs,
you.
specifically rap. But all I can say though is I'm ready for the new Uzi project this year. We need Uzi to come back. This single run has been crazy so far. And of course,
I know some people are gonna, I know some people are gonna, people might disagree, some people might have their own thoughts, but this is just me, okay? When it comes to like music, I don't usually listen to music for the lyrics. I just kind of like, doesn't really matter. Music is usually, I just listen to it because it makes me feel good, right? Just the way it sounds, it just makes me feel good. That's why I also listen to a lot of songs that are, like electronic music and, like instrumental music. But sometimes I do listen to songs for the lyrics. Sometimes I do. But at the same time, I mean, I'm autistic. What did you expect? So,
another part of music
Yeah.
that I definitely can't forget is the dances in 2016. You had the whip, the Quan,
Oh
Juju
my
on the
gosh,
beat. There were
I
so
remember
many of
that.
these dance songs
So-
dropping. It was like every
I remember even in like, what was it, 2015, there was like the whip the nay nay stuff. Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay. Like all of my friends, like even when I went to church camp, I used to go to church camp as a kid. And my friends, we would be like laughing and like, that's when fidget spinners were popular. I actually got a fidget spinner as a gift recently. Obviously, these aren't really a big thing now, but dude, I remember when these came out and everyone was talking about it. And they like banned them from schools and stuff. But yeah, I remember we were like they'd make jokes like revolving around fidget spinners, and they'd always be like doing the nay nay stuff. Now watch me, like they were all doing that. All of my friends in church camp are doing that all the time, dude. I miss. I'm 2016 was pretty good.
single month there was another viral dance. And of course that also contributed to the popularity of Musical.ly. Looking back on these songs, I don't like them anymore, but it was definitely good for its time though. And of course
Yeah.
in 2026, no dances. Like why would there be dances in 2026? Is 2026 the new 2016?
Uh-oh. Says battery running low. Why? Anyways.
I don't know, I guess we'll see. But watch this video about my 2026 predictions on the end screen. Just click.
Yeah. But hold on, I need to. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna actually have this thing lifted up so that I can actually get power to it so it can stay put. There we go. Sorry, I had to adjust something real fast. But yeah, that's a pretty good video. Looks like only like 2 or so people are on here right now. You'd think with like almost 800 subs, some people would watch the stream, but whatever. You kind of have to have a lot more than that to really get that many. Whatever, I'll just keep making reaction videos and maybe I'll get popular that way, you know what I mean? That's how some people start out, you know what I mean? It takes time. Hmm. I don't know why I'm doing a stream, like no one's showing up. But at the same time I did kind of choose a stupid time to do this. I did kind of choose a stupid time to make this stream, but I've already started the stream, so I might as well commit to it. One person in the chat, what do you think I should do? Is there any videos you would recommend me watch? Because if you guys have any suggestions for some good videos for me to watch, make sure to let me know. Thought about getting BeamNG Drive. I really want to try BeamNG Drive. That's a game I want to play, but I don't have the money for that. Let's check out some of my friends' channels then. See what Shredder's been up to. Check his YouTube shorts. Any new shorts from him? Looks like he's got a cat.
I know y'all hear it, and I know y'all hate it. Believe me, I hate it too. But that aside, I think it's been a while since y'all have gotten a Kiki update. So let's fix that.
Oh.
Kiki.
Why is he saying it like that? Yo.
Kiki.
Is that a stray cat or is that?
Kiki.
Well, they're adorable.
Oh my god, Kiki. She's on top of one of my grandma's old cars. You all ain't seeing the plate of that. Nice try. What you doing, Kiki? You trying to claw me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
She's
Think
very
something's
sweet.
itching her. Kiki.
No, she's just cleaning herself.
Oh, she jumped onto the truck now. Kiki!
Oh, she's so cute.
Watch out, baby. Kiki. Kiki. Y'all, guys. Kiki, look up. Look at those eyes. Kiki. 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 She almost bopped the camera. Look at those eyes. Oh, and she did bop the camera. Wow. Okay, truth be told, y'all, I came out here this morning and she was inside the bed for whatever reason. So I had to make a short on this. Oh, pretty baby Kiki. Like and follow for more Kiki videos. I know y'all hear it and I know y'all hate it. Believe me, I hate it too. But that aside, I think it's been a while since y'all have gotten a Kiki update. So let's fix that.
Oh, that's very sweet. It looks like that's all he's got for that. Unfortunately, I can't really react to Shredder's kind of content because it's usually like very long videos. Or it's like, it's not the kind of stuff I could react to. It's usually gaming stuff and that kind of stuff, so I can't really do a reaction on that. Yo. Okay. Well, it looks like that's about it for today's stream. I have to do stuff. So, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to let me know. If you're watching this not as a stream, like if you're watching this after the stream's been posted, like as an actual normal YouTube video, then make sure to check out my other content. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.